Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video I wanted to talk about a topic that has been on my mind recently with all the games I've been playing. So like I mentioned before, I've been playing AC Shadows and this took up a bulk of my gaming time. And even though I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Shadows for what it was, it did have its issues, but because how long it took me to beat this game, I've been neglecting KCD2, and KCD2 took up a bulk of my time in February and in March. I am over like halfway through KCD2, but I still have a ways to go. But the conflict I had mentioned briefly in one of my episodes of my weekly updates is that I am not sure whether or not I should beeline the main story, or should I, play the game the way I've been playing, just being completely immersed and just doing everything that I come across. And the reason I'm conflicted about this is because every single game that's coming out beyond April, because at the end of April we're getting Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and then next month we're getting Doom: The Dark Ages. And supposedly, I don't know yet, but we are getting the remaster / remake of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion this week as of this recording. And I do want to get that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy that immediately or if I'm going to wait until later, because supposedly we are getting a physical of that as well. So if there's a physical, I'll probably wait for that, but who knows. But like I said, there's a plethora amount of games coming out relatively soon that I really want to play on day one. And given I've spent almost 2 months playing KCD2, I'm kind of at the point where like I'm ready to finish the game and move on. But I'm having that guilty feeling that I'm rushing through the game just to be done with it and move on to the next thing. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I am obviously not the only person that's ever felt this about games, especially when it comes to games on your backlog, because there is such thing as backlog guilt. And I guess that's what I'm feeling with this game, because this game is technically in the backlog since I've been playing it for so long. But yeah, like, I know I probably shouldn't feel guilty about it, because I did spend a lot of hours into this game and I felt like I've already got my money's worth. But then again, I don't like leaving games unfinished unless it's games I truly am not enjoying or the game is broken. So yeah, I'm very conflicted here, and I don't know, do you guys ever feel guilty about unfinished games, especially games that you are thoroughly enjoying and are either just rushing through with them and getting ready for whatever comes next after this game? Or are you someone that doesn't feel guilty at all and will spend the 200 plus hours to beat KCD2, for instance, or however long it takes for you to beat a certain game? Because I am feeling pretty guilty now, and I am leaning more towards beelining the main story in this game and just finishing it so I can play Clair Obscur without thinking about KCD2, given that I haven't beat it yet. And then of course Doom: The Dark Ages when that comes out. But I don't know, I am very conflicted. I probably will end up beelining the story. It's a super weird feeling that I don't like having, and I've had this feeling many times throughout my gaming experience. I'm not sure when this video is going to be out, if I'm going to record another part of this video after I beat KCD2 and really give you my thoughts on how my guilt feeling went, or if this video is just going to come out as is and it's going to be one of those random Monday videos I do. But yeah, if there is a second part to this, you will see that. If not, then this will be the end of the video. Thank you. So I finally beat KCD2, and it took me about, I think, a week after I made the first part of this video, and I did end up doing what I said I was going to do. which was beeline the main story. I did do a little bit of side quests here and there, but most of the time I just beeline through the main story. And as it turns out, I wasn't as guilty as I initially thought I was going to be, because the story and everything that happened really kept me occupied, so I didn't have time to really think about the guilt. And now that I finished the game, yeah, I'm glad that I beelined the story. And I guess when I look back at my guilt, it wasn't a guilt of it being on the backlog, it was more of guilt of just skipping the side content. And given how much passion, love, and care was put into the side quests in this game, I did feel a little guilty about skipping the rest of them after I reached the Kuttenberg region. But you know, I've experienced a lot in this game, and yeah, I was very much ready to finish it off and move on to the next game, which is Clair Obscur, which I did start. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm glad I played the game regardless, and I am glad that I finished it. I guess I want to say that it's okay to feel guilty, and you know, it's a natural thing to feel, especially for stuff that you paid money for and you feel like you are cheating yourself by rushing through a game. But at the end of the day, it's totally up to you how you spend your time, and if you feel like it was worth your money and you got your money's worth at the end of the day, that's totally up to you as well. But I did get my money's worth out of KCD2. I really enjoyed it, and it is a game I'm going to remember fondly of for a long time, and it's definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time as well. What I'll say and leave you guys with this video is just play the games how you want to play them. If you want to play a game for an hour or a couple hours and not even see the finish line, but you're satisfied with what you played and you want to move on to the next game, it's completely fine. But if you want to see games through to the end and really finish it off and then move on to the next thing, that's also fine. But I don't want you guys to go through the motions on playing and beating a game. You know, if you're not enjoying a game, you know, be real with yourself and drop it and move on to the next thing. I know that's difficult, and I've struggled with this too, but it's time, and your time is precious. And you know, some people don't have the luxury of time when it comes to putting time into their games, because they have other responsibilities or there's other things they like to do, where they only have like an hour or two a day, or maybe even an hour or two a week to play video games. So if you're spending that precious time playing the game you're not enjoying and you want to finish it because you paid money for it, don't. If you are not enjoying it, drop it and even sell the game, or like give it to a friend as a gift or something. And even if you are cutting a little bit of a loss by selling it or trading it in, so yeah, it's better to lose, I guess, monetary value for your game than your precious time. At least I think so, but that's totally up to you as well. Do you feel guilty from having a backlog and not playing it? Or do you feel guilty when it comes to you skipping side content and just beelining the main story? Let me know what your guys' thoughts is, and I'll see you guys next time.